on top of that, we've got Conor Benn. Conor Benn again in the sort of forefront of the news, if you like, because his first fight without Eddie Hearn has been announced. It's against Regis Prograis. For those of you that don't know, although I'd be a bit surprised if you've been watching boxing for any amount of time, really. Regis fought and lost to Devin Haney at 140 pounds. He's fought and lost to Josh Taylor, but in a really close fight. That was sort of prime Regis. He's past his best. He's doing interviews saying that he's not, and that he's still, feels like he's the best he's ever felt. But how many times have we heard that before from older fighters? Like, when we had Conor Benn telling us he wanted Garcia, Barrios, Rolly Romero, Haney's too boring, but he would fight him, Shakur, he was saying all this. And then he leaves Matchroom for a huge contract, one-fight contract, $15 million with Zuffa. This fight against Regis doesn't, I believe, count as that fight under Zuffa, by the way. So don't we're still waiting on what Zuffa will do with him. But he then has the huge contract with Zuffa. So for me, I'm thinking, okay, I don't agree with the way he did it, but he's ambitious. He's clearly chasing the big fights. To then fight co-main event Tyson Fury Magomedov, which is fine. Co-main event to Tyson Fury at Wembley is Tottenham Hotspur, sorry, is still massive. But to fight Regis Prograis, it's not a world title. It's not a bad fight. It's not a great fight. It doesn't. I'm not excited for it. I'll watch it, obviously, but
is this the $15 million fight?
No, don't think so. This doesn't come under Zuffa. Apparently, you're going to have their own main event for Conor Benn. So the rumor is he'll be number 7, but I don't know. Maybe 8.
So this is obviously Turkey led. This is
Zine's Netflix card, basically.
So, I mean, he's obviously doing the free agent thing, which is mad because, like, realistically, what kind of deal? This makes you think. What kind of deal is Dana White actually? Because it's very misleading to people that don't understand. And when we look at it in hindsight, this isn't a $15 million fight. However, like you say, it's coming up. So what is this? What is Conor Benn doing now? That's what I want to know. Regis Prograis was once a great fighter. Like Conor said, if you didn't know him, you should know him. Really, he's been been a former world champion, a former champion. Listen, Regis Prograis once upon a time was a great fighter, man. But Devin Haney lost, followed by
Jack Catterall.
Jack Catterall lost. He obviously come back, fought a guy in university. From what I could see, no one knew he was even having a fight.
Yeah, Joseph Diaz he fought last year, but like you say, it tiny event, it's proper tiny.
So my thing is, when we look at it in hindsight, Conor Benn's probably coming off the back of more activity, but also, Regis Prograis done an interview and said he turned down the fight at first. He rang back, said, "Is there, a weight limit for Conor Benn?" Conor Benn seems to have a problem with weight cuts, which is something else I wanted to bring up because, the very thing that he gave Eubank stick for, he's kind of doing with all the younger fighters now. Why don't you want a limit on your weight? Because all that means really is Conor Benn could come in fight night 190 pounds if he wants to. I'm not saying he will, but he'll probably come in at about 175. Now,
against Eubank, he would have been around 170.
But I'm saying against Regis, if they're fighting at 154, we've seen it before. Regis Prograis can't make. Regis Prograis looks small against Devin Haney.
This is the thing that also I'm not sure about. I don't know what weight this fight's even at.
I'm
So
hearing it's 154.
if it's 154, then this is a pointless fight. Even more pointless than fighting a bloke that has fought 3 times in basically 3 years and lost twice, and his only win was against I mean this in the nicest way, but a washed up Jojo Diaz. So if it's 154, Regis, the heaviest Regis has ever fought is 142. That's against Jojo Diaz. So catch weight. To then ask him to put 12 pounds on to make weight properly when Conor Benn's going to be weighing 170, you're just sending a lamb to slaughter. That's what that is. That is just so that Conor Benn can get another win. It's food. It's food. That is not. That doesn't interest me. 37-year-old Regis who's pretty inactive, hasn't fought for a while. His last fight was a win. Okay, he won. And a win's a win. You can't take that away from him. But against Jojo Diaz, who is not the same fighter that he once was, it's disappointing when you think what we were going to get or what we thought we were going to get with Conor Benn. It's a big letdown. Obviously, there will be an element maybe that comes to play that Dana White has kind of said, you can fight on this card as the co-main. I don't want you in a 50-50. I don't want you fighting a Ryan Garcia, which obviously that wouldn't be a co-main event, but potentially there's that because Zuffa have put a big investment into Conor Benn. Zuffa and Turki Al-Sheikh Ring Magazine are obviously working very closely together. Potentially it's something like that. I can't see another way that I can't see a world where it's not something like that because Regis Prograis, until this fight was announced, was never in line to fight Conor Benn. There was no talk of it because nobody wants to see that fight. That's not an interesting fight. Conor Benn adds him to his resume as a knockout win. Fine, it's a good name, but it's not the context of it. I'm not fussed. I mean, realistically, what I think is going to happen, Ben knocks Regis Prograis out and then says, I did better than Devin Haney did. And people will run with that a little bit. Sensible people will look at it for what it is, which is Devin Haney went and met Prograis, who was world champion, at his weight and outboxed him for 12 rounds, knocked him down. And that was a good Prograis. I'm not. I don't like this fight. I don't like this fight at all. And you are right about the weight stuff. Conor Benn does seem to have a problem with that. That's so weird.
Now, hear me out, and I'm going to say one thing when it comes to this. This is a man who, I'll be honest with you, as a boxing fan, I take back what I've said and question whether he actually cheated or not, and he's not telling people the truth. Okay. Because the way that he acts and the way that he goes about, like why don't you want to commit to a weight? It's just very dodgy. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. No, you're right. It's dodgy.
You just, definitely. He wants to fight Shakur with no weight limit. He wants to fight Shakur with no stipulation in place about weight, as if. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really. I'll be honest with you, and this is a platform where we are openly honest about how we speak about. And I don't say this about many people because of the type of show we have, but I'm really failing to understand Conor Benn's decision making in the way he's doing things, and the way that he's acting is weird. This fight is not 50-50. For that reason, when I watch this fight, it's going to be a stepping stone for Conor Benn. The Regis Prograis was sent in there to give him a hard time. Of course, he's going to believe that he's going to win, but we all know he's not going to win. Conor Benn's going to be too heavy on the night. He's going to beat Regis Prograis. He goes on. I can't see